Hey everybody, welcome to PDQ Live. Today we have Andrew Plough live in studio.
Hello.
Tara and I are here along with Brock online.
Yeah,
and
he's here somewhere.
Yeah, he's here somewhere. And today we're going to talk about some cool stuff. Well, cool depending
on your perspective.
Depending on your perspective. If you haven't heard, MDT just got deprecated like overnight.
I don't even know if deprecated the right word. It got killed.
Immediately.
Immediate death.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like went to a farm upstate. It's living a better life.
Yes.
Yes.
Then you guys have been learning PowerShell together.
Yep.
Yeah. And we got some Patch Tuesday stuff. But I think we've got an announcement from Kelly somewhere.
Don't we always?
Yeah. We should just bake this into the rundown at the point.
Just bake it right on in. Have you ever taken your car in and realized, my car needs a little bit of a tune-up? Well, the same could maybe be said occasionally for your PDQ environment. It may need to be tweaked for optimal performance. And coming up on January 28th, 11 a.m. Central Time, we are going to have a webinar that is going to help you give your environment a little bit of a checkup, kind of a walkthrough, some practical ways to improve visibility, automate smarter, save time, all that fun stuff. I am dropping a registration link in the YouTube chat. Boom, right there you can register. Once again, January 28th, 11 a.m. Central, deploying inventory, tune up for 2026.
Hooray. Thanks, Kelly.
Yep.
But let's dive right into MDT.
Well, first, let's hear from Brock, I think.
Oh.
Gosh, the people want Patch Tuesday, okay? They don't care about MD. MDT is old news. It's been killed. It's deprecated.
I was hoping that there would be a reference in the Patch Tuesday to like a patch for MDT that they just said they deprecated, and then the patch came out after.
Brock, I'm sorry he tried to cut you out of the show. That's rude. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Brock.
I try to cut myself out of the show every week, and it just doesn't work. Hey, at least, we've got another Patch Tuesday. It came, it went. Well, maybe if you haven't patched everything yet, maybe it's not went yet. But at least we don't have to worry about MDT patches anymore. So we got that going for us. Total exploits patched 114, 8 of those being critical. Pretty average, not too bad. We've got most of those going to be elevation of privilege, and I feel like that's always the case. That's always the most vulnerability impact. 22 of those remote code execution. We do have 2 publicly disclosed and 1 actively exploited. But here are some of our highlights. We've kind of got a 3-for-1 today. So we've got CVE 2026 20944, 20952, and 20953. Now, these are the 3 highest critically rated CVEs for the month, but they're not the highest rated overall. 2 of these are used as a free exploits. One of them is an out-of-bounds read exploit. All of these lead to remote code execution. So if you're a Microsoft Office shop, definitely get this patched up because the preview pane is an attack vector on this one, and your users are just clicking away right now behind your back. So you can't trust them. All right, CVE 2026 21265. Now, I'm going to read this one verbatim because, gosh, this is a monster. Secure boot certificate expiration security feature bypass vulnerability. Everybody get that?
No.
Okay.
You get paid more if you understood every word.
Blah,
Yes.
blah,
blah, nerd.
Right? I read that. I was like, we got to work on our titles, people. Anyway, so this kind of stems from the whole secure boot certificate renewal that's happening this year for a lot of people, right? So we've got certificates that were issued in I want to say it was 2011 that are getting ready to renew in June of this year. And then again, there's another certificate later this year that's also getting renewed. Anyways, there's certain defective firmware components that can cause certificate trust updates to fail, which is bad enough because then you've got to basically manually take care of some of this stuff if it's not automatically updating these certificates. But there's also apparently an exploit and that bad actors can take advantage of with that defective cert rotation. So definitely keep an eye out on this one. And I don't know if Marcel's in the chat. He probably is. But Marcel actually came out with a cool little PowerShell one-liner that we talked about in a webinar yesterday. And it'll basically let you know what systems have already updated those certs and which haven't. And you can just run that and connect in the command console. So that's really cool. So definitely post that if you get a second, Marcel. That one was really helpful. And then last up, CVE 2026 20805. This is a desktop Windows Manager information disclosure vulnerability, and now this one is the one that's actively being exploited out in the wild. With a lot of these things that are being exploited in the wild, they usually don't give a lot of like details on like how they're taking advantage of it. But the attack vector is local, and it does require at least low-level privileges. But somebody out there is taking advantage of it, so somehow they're getting it to work. So definitely get this one patched up. But that's going to wrap it up. So yeah, new year, new Microsoft, no MDT.
Yeah.
Okay.
Physical security is still important. You still have to secure
Isn't that
devices.
like the Microsoft stance? Like their take on the whole thing is if someone physically has access to your device, now it's your problem.
For some things, yeah, that's definitely their approach.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of things their approach is kind of shifting over time. As we're going to see with the MDT thing.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready. Can I make my lasty joke?
Sorry, that was not a real closer. Sorry.
Well, and that's it, everybody. See you later.
Yeah,
MDT's retiring. We're out
Who's over here hitting buttons?
That was an easy show.
I'm getting
Thanks.
fired. MDT's getting fired. All right.
Let's take it from the top.
What happened to the poor MDT devs?
I'll tell you. I'm just going to go ahead and throw this out there. I think it's because of the money. Anyone agree?
Okay.
Are you saying like as in like an autopilot approach?
Yeah, okay, so they give two reasons. Two options, I should say. Use Autopilot, which is a module inside of Intune, if you don't know that.
Comes with like E3, E5?
E5, yeah. And I'm going to show you some tables here for the pricing.
Ooh, for math.
It's a little bit of a painful price increase.
Okay.
And then Autopilot or Config Manager, a.k.a. the old SCCM, just rebranded.
No, it'll
Microsoft likes to do.
I bet you in the next like 3 months, it'll be like Config Manager now with Copilot.
Yeah, it probably will.
Oh, that's
I'm going to tell you that in a minute because you know how I like to put my tinfoil hat on. That's coming. But I want to show you something first. So those are the two options that Microsoft is giving you because they definitely didn't kill off MDT. No, it was not a cost-cutting decision, but it was. Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Take me on this journey. Because yesterday I wanted to get you some red string and put you in front of like a blackboard.
I
You had
know.
some Charlie Kelly stuff going on. So take us through the journey.
Okay, before we get into the conspiracy theory that I'm going to prove to my friends here, I want to show something to Josh because he loves this kind of crap. If you don't like those two options that I just laid out for you, and we're going to, of course, give you the third option, which we prefer, which is SmartDeploy. I'll do a little demo of SmartDeploy for you. Here's this third option. What if Linux and Windows had a little baby? And it's called Lost 32. Josh, Andrew, what do you think about this, huh?
I love when families grow. So
I know, right?
Who knows? Might be a little young with a new baby, but
Okay, tell me about this. What do you think?
Why?
This has been around a little bit. Linux distro that can run Windows app. What do you think about this?
So Wine has been around for a very long time.
Okay.
Wine is like the Win32 emulation inside of Linux.
Yep.
So it seems like someone is taking that because that used to just be a bear.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not used to be a bear. It is a bear, but it does work. And it looks like they've brought it to somewhat of a consumer-friendly model.
Aside from the obvious security concerns, what would stop you from doing this in the enterprise?
Support ticket, the support cost.
Okay.
Right? Like Wine's going to have problems. Like it just is. Like not all of these apps are going to run. And then you're constantly chasing this Wine config, right? If I'm a developer that's building a Windows product, I test against Windows. So I build all of my app against it, I test it, and I ship it. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're consuming that app and you're not running it on Windows, but on a Windows emulation layer, you're going to have weird edge cases that you're going to have to go chase down over and over and over again. That could be like business impacting for you.
You love that fun, though. You love the puzzle, Josh.
It's fun when it's a puzzle at my house, and I'm like, I'm wondering if I can get this to run and it's my computer and it doesn't matter. It's different when there's 300 people barking at your door like, I can't do my job.
Okay, so we're not ready for this is what you're saying?
I don't know.
Fun concept.
It's they've got the great tagline. It's a crazy 1,000,000 to 1 shot, but it just might work.
Okay.
I want to see
it's a cool space to see, like the SteamOS stuff. Like over time, it will get better, but you don't want to be blazing that trail.
Like I went into it from the perspective of gaming on Linux.
Yeah.
And then realized very quickly that
not ready. Okay.
Not until SteamOS came out.
Okay, ready? We got to go fast. I got a lot.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Here's why I think it's a money decision, killing MDT off in the way that they did. Did you know that Microsoft is almost a near partner in OpenAI? Were you guys aware of this?
Yes.
Not right now, but in the long term, they will be a 49% shareholder.
Yep.
You knew
Stay
this.
with us, because yesterday when she was here, this is where the Charlie Kelly reference came in. Stay with us.
Stay
I
with
promise
us.
we'll get there.
Stay with us. Okay. So this started in 2019. Microsoft invested $1 billion in OpenAI.
Yep.
$1 billion, okay? And part of that partnership was that OpenAI would use Azure as their exclusive iCloud partner, okay? In the PaaS, the platform as a solution model. Okay.
Sure.
That was part of
Yes.
the contract.
Yes.
2020 to 2022, why couldn't I say that? GPT-3 and early models trained on Azure. Okay. They kind of did this behind the curtain. Early 2023, Microsoft invests $10 billion more in ChatGPT.
Yep.
Okay. More Azure OpenAI services launched. Late 2023, Copilot announced across 365. You guys might have noticed. People kind of complained, didn't love it.
Yeah.
AI became core branding, core to Microsoft branding. 2024, Copilot embedded deeply in Windows 11. You may have noticed Windows 11 became very RAM intensive, big problems with performance, control, and value. Regulators began scrutinizing big tech AI partnerships right around that same time. 2025, OpenAI restructures as a public benefit corporation.
Brilliant.
You guys know all this stuff? Yes?
Some of it, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know the public
So
benefit thing.
They're double dipping, right? ChatGPT, OpenAI is using Microsoft's Azure environment, and Microsoft is a huge investor. Long term will own 49%, just shy of becoming a monopoly.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Funny
are
money.
Are you feeling my money? Doing it because of
Yeah,
money situation here?
I see that. There's pressure there financially.
So forcing people to go from an on-prem free MDT solution to config manager or Autopilot solution. Now, let's look at the cost. Drew, can we look at the cost table just for funsie?
I like
Okay, so
Funzy.
it was free, on-prem free. Now, free as in licensing, not free as in manpower. But let's take a look on how much it costs per user per license. So if you're not in the 365 Eco Center, I mean, you probably are, but just for fun, let's say you're not. It will cost you $96,000 a year if you have 1,000 devices. That's if you're in G Suite. Okay, so I'm going to full transparency.
And this is list.
Yes.
These are list prices.
Yes, they are list
These are not through like a reseller. This is not
Nope.
volume discounting.
This
is
is
just,
an
I went to
E5.
Microsoft, I saw a number, and I clicked times 1,000.
This is an E5 license, which is what it includes the Autopilot license. Okay, so full disclosure, E5 includes that license.
There's other ways to get about this,
There are.
right?
There
So
are.
instead of buying
Yes.
E5, you could buy E3 and add like the add-on SKU. You could do business essentials and get add-on SKUs. There's a million ways to
There
go
are.
license this thing.
There are.
But this is just like the straight, like I'm going to go buy this license that does all the stuff.
So I put that here. Yeah, there are,
Okay.
but all in all, that's about what you're going to end up on, even if you piece it apart. But yeah, enterprise pricing, you probably can get a little bit cheaper. But the point is, ouch, it's quite a bit of money, right?
Yeah.
Quite a bit of money.
Okay, so I think like connecting all the dots, going back to MDT,
Mhm.
I think this is like a larger strategic thing for Microsoft.
Yeah.
And I think it goes back to some of our tech predictions from, was it last week?
Yeah.
Oh man, this year's
probably.
going by slow, fast, all at the same time.
Yeah.
The cloud PC, the AI on your PC, I don't want to backport features that I now need
Yep.
into MDT because of Windows 11. Not right now, but maybe in future builds. Like they don't want to backport that. And so it's just easier
Yeah.
to kill it.
Yeah, they don't want to dedicate the resources, the manpower resources, and they've been trying to kill it for a while. It's not news. This is not brand new information. They've been saying, no, we're not going to support it. I think, December last year, maybe even the year before, they're like, hey, you guys, stop being dependent on this. We're not going to support it anymore. Really, this time we're serious, right? That's been going on.
Yeah, it's just another increased push from Microsoft of that on-prem tech stack.
Mhm.
It's got a long tail, but it is on the way out.
Yeah.
And it's just another signal that we're going away from it.
Yeah, and I think, and we talk about this a lot, I think Microsoft is moving away from imaging to provisioning because Autopilot is not imaging, it's provisioning.
Yes,
They're different.
correct.
Right?
Correct.
Okay, so that brings us to SmartDeploy.
What do you do? What do you do?
Yeah, what do you do?
If you're not ready to go to Intune. If you're not ready to go to Autopilot, you still need to image devices. You still need to provision devices. Get them out to your users.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah.
There's a handful of stuff out there. SmartDeploy is a great option.
Yeah.
So, Tara, show us through SmartDeploy. How do we get from a machine from 0 to deployed just like it was in MDT?
Okay, well, we're going to do just a short little demo, and I'm going to tell you some environments that I think imaging is absolutely great for. Maybe education, where
Yep.
you have labs that you absolutely want to reimage once a week, and you need that image to be exactly the same for each and every machine. Wonderful solution. So I'm just going to give you some options. This is what the desktop console looks like. So Drew can maybe show it. This is the desktop console. You see up top where it says preview the new web console experience. There also is the web console. For our experience, just because the display gets a little wonky, I'm just going to do the desktop option. But there is a web console. And so what that means to you is you can image devices remotely as well. And you can store your resources in the cloud too. And it gives you a whole bunch of different cloud brokers with which to store those resources. But just imagine that, because if I open it, it's going to mess with my vision, my viewing.
MDT, same functionality as MDT plus.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus a lot more.
Plus remote imaging,
Yeah.
remote displaying, promoting software, I mean.
Lower barrier to
deploying.
entry too, because I got
Yeah,
in
oh, yeah,
MDT. You really have to learn a lot of kind of weird niche things and
You
how
gotta,
it works.
yeah, you gotta speak fluent Microsoft.
Same thing with Intune. You got to invest a lot of time in those tools where you can get going pretty quick with this.
Yeah, this one's much easier.
Intuitive.
So we're just going to take a quick tour really quick. So let's start at the top. This just tells you how to add a device, reimage device, deploy applications. We're not going to click on that though. If you come down to computer management, this shows you the computers you have in your environment. So I just have two because I like a theme. You know me, Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles. And it will gather the device information of these two devices. And then see right here, this is the action I can take on those devices. If I wanted to image it, I could. Just one click, it'll image it. Whatever images I have in my console, I could image on those. I can push out applications. I can push out drivers. And this is what we hear mostly from our customers is you can push drivers and I don't have to.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a big pain in MDT. May it rest in peace. Is getting all of the selected drivers right for the image.
Yeah.
Because you can in MDT, you could just throw a bunch of drivers at it and then let it kind of hope WMI picks up the WMI classes, pick up the right driver for you.
Yep.
But then the imaging process takes like an hour.
Yeah.
So you end up with like these driver packs in MDT, and then you're having to manually select those at the time of deployment.
Yeah.
Yep.
It gets to be a nightmare.
It requires a lot of expertise and a lot of messing around that, I found whenever I was doing it, it's like, cool, you can do it once, like you're into it, you get all the drivers. Time goes on, you need new things. They don't get updated. You run into other issues and it kind of falls apart from there.
Yeah.
You guys, we make those for you.
Yeah.
Oh,
don't have to do it.
like
Oh, yeah.
without that approach.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
I think Charles has got a great point. Like, I wonder if WDS or Windows Deployment Services is next.
Probably.
That's an interesting question because that's a core component of ConfigMan.
Oh, yeah.
So what does that mean? If we do see those core components of ConfigMan where everybody's pushing for on-prem start to go away, that is kind of like the 11th hour, the last, where Microsoft is really saying we are abandoning this on-prem thing. And at that point, if you're not learning, if you're not moving, then you're going to be caught between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah. I think as time goes on, people are going to be more cautious of the Broadcom type situation where you're all in on one platform across the world. And to move would take...
Yeah, please don't say that. That is cutting really deep right now. We were forced into a renewal, and I don't want to talk about it.
I just see there's more people who are going to be doing that, and people will learn long term. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still burned. Still.
All right. You guys are messing up my demo. Can you stop talking for a
Oh,
second?
shut
so I
up.
can
All right.
Continue. All right. Next up. So this is what the computer console looks like. But then down here is where, look at all this. I can push software to those computers. And just like D&I, we manage this for you. So you can download whatever software you want, and it keeps it right here. So I can push this out. Same. Exactly the same. What? You love it? I know. It's great, right? That's what I was thinking.
Yes, great.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot I was supposed to be the hype person here.
Then patches. Just like the other ones, you can push out patches too. And it keeps track of, I only have 2 clients, so yeah, there's not very many here, but yeah, there it is right there. Then reference machine. So this is where we get into the imaging. Do you see the name of the top reference machine?
Windows
Josh?
10 x64.
No, Josh, read it. Josh, what does it say?
It's JoshBot.
Yeah,
Great.
I made that for you this morning.
Thanks.
Okay, this is how you capture your image. So imagine I have a student lab and I need every computer to have the exact same software. I want to take a bunch of the bloatware off of the taskbar. Well, this is how you would do it. You would get that virtual machine because you're going to capture a virtual image, get it exactly as you want, and then capture that image, and then you're going to deploy that image out to every single computer in that lab. And this is where it's going to show right here.
Why is my image only 15 megs?
Well, because it's just pretend. I just liked the name.
Oh,
It's for
okay,
fun, Josh.
okay.
Come on.
Well, you've got a chunky Windows 11 one in there.
Yeah, that one's
at
a- that
23
one's a-
gigs.
That's real. I just
Okay.
hurried and did that to make you laugh. Okay, I know it's hilarious. Okay, then images. So the gist of it is you grab an ISO, then you deploy the ISO on your VM. You make the VM all pretty, exactly like you want, with everything that you want. You put a picture of you on the desktop, right? Then you capture it, you name it JoshBot, and then you deploy it to a bunch of computers.
There's some great photos of Josh we saw this week. That would be
I
a great,
know.
you know.
I know. Imagine what you could do. Okay. Then platform packs. Here are your drivers. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the image is going to be hardware agnostic, right?
Yeah.
That's great.
That is great.
Okay. Now, answer file. This is my instruction manual. Okay. I can tailor make this to any group of to one machine or a group of machines. So let's walk through this just quickly because I really like this quite a bit.
Same as MDT, but easier to use.
Easier to use. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not going to click on advanced, but we don't have time, but let's just walk through it. So I can do this locally, or remember I mentioned to you guys, cloud storage provider. This is what makes SmartDeploy amazing.
Yep.
Let's go next here though. It's going to save my credentials. And
That's
then
for
it's
that
going to
local
say,
share of the image, right?
correct.
Yeah.
Select the image. Okay, we want a Windows 11. Now, in theory, I could have a whole bunch of image. I could do a server image, whatever I want. We're going to pick this one. And then I'm going to say open. Yep, it grabs it, right? I
Yep.
could put a description if I want, but we don't have time for that right now. Platform pack. Now, goes right to my SmartDeploy, and I could pick. I don't have any in here, but let's just pretend I do, okay?
Okay.
Then we're going to go next. Look at this, applications. I could choose no applications, but let's say in that student lab we were talking about, I only want those 5 applications because I don't want those kids doing a bunch of crap, right?
Yep.
I could just lock it in. I love this about that. Guess what else I can do? I can just grab this one, this one, this one.
Multiple.
Say I have one that I know is problematic.
Mhm.
I can order it. I love that. This one go first.
Got it.
Okay. And then next, this is, you can order these as well, move up, move down. I can name it exactly as I want. Next, I love this so much. You can do user migration. It leverages USMT to do that. And I can say, hey, I don't care about anyone that hasn't logged in the last 2 days, and it will just wipe it. You don't have to do that, but you can.
So if you've got a shared computer or like it's been a
Public.
reissued computer or something like that,
Yeah.
where I don't care that 30 users logged in 2 years ago.
Yeah, every IT person that ever did
Yeah.
anything.
Exactly.
I don't need their stuff.
But if you have one executive that's logged in and you're like, I don't want to get
that one.
fired today, it'll save it for you.
Got it.
Okay. And then you can choose where to save it. If you want to save it on that computer, if you want to save it somewhere else, it'll save it for you. So then next, we're actually at the end. So we're going to cancel that. But I really love the answer file. I think it's very powerful, customizable. So that's pretty much it. Then deployment packages is where you save your media. Look, I saved one for you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And then reports, it'll tell you everything on the computers that you have in your console. So really nice, customizable, easy to use. I love it.
Simple,
And that's
secure.
SmartDeploy.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Thanks, Tara.
You're welcome.
That was a great demo, even with us
Thank
interrupting
you.
and everything.
Do you think I have a future as a sales engineer? What do you think?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay,
yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. All right.
No, because then I got to
Tell-
replace you here. No.
The question is, does it pay more?
I don't know.
I don't know, Kelly. You want to start paying more?
Probably if
No.
you're really good. If you're really
I just envision Tara telling the customer that she's trying to sell to shut up because they're interrupting her demo.
I think
Do
it
you
would
think
work.
it'd go well? You think I'd like that? Yeah.
Sometimes
That'd
it
be
for sure
hilarious.
would.
If I was on a demo and someone told me to shut up, I'm going to complete my demo, I would laugh and then pay more attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're gonna do PowerShell. Andrew, are you gonna make fun of me?
Yeah. For sure.
I forgot we had that stinger, and that's probably my new favorite.
Oh gosh. I
Here's a
love
gamer.
to share my humiliation. Go ahead, Andrew. Do it.
Yeah, so PowerShell, it's a thing. We like PowerShell. And I taught Tara PowerShell. It's 2026, I think, not 25 yet, 2026. And it's the year for Tara to learn. I've been doing PowerShell stuff for a while, and Tara and I dabble here and there. And, we got to make the time. We're doing PowerShell Wednesday every week now. So I think once a month, we're going to be rocking a little Tara tries, maybe more often. And we kicked it off yesterday for the first time ever. All week, you're like, hey, I need VS Code. I need this. I'm like, no. Don't even think about PowerShell till we're there, because I talk about PowerShell a lot, and I find a lot of people who like PowerShell, they've seen they'll follow along. Oh, that's so cool. People like me before I learned PowerShell, whoa, that's way intimidating. Like installing modules, all this stuff you got to keep track of. So I wanted to take the absolute day one approach. Like, I'm not even going to tell you which version of PowerShell to get. I'm not going to explain a whole bunch of concepts. Just show you how to run a couple commands, because the beautiful thing about PowerShell, you get a ton of value from like one line of code. Get 80 computer, for example, or restart. There's so many things you can do.
Maybe not that one. That one does require a module.
Yeah, okay. That is true. That not even a module. You need like a thing with it.
It's like a whole thing.
But Tara, I wanted to show you, and people out there, you don't need to be writing modules. I'll talk about scripts here and there. Yeah, scripts are cool, and we can get there. But you can have a really successful career, be really impacted from PowerShell by just running one command, or like you did organically without me teaching you, connecting commands with the pipeline. So, all right, that's a whole ramble about, PowerShell. Well, you could learn it too. Tara, you kind of went in it thinking that, Andrew's smart because he knows PowerShell. Leaving there, maybe we don't have that same opinion, right? Did you kind of see behind the curtains of like, PowerShell looks impressive. When you see really the kind of core patterns, is it as complicated as it appears?
No. It's still, I mean,
I thought you were just going to leave it at that. And then like watch our Andrew scramble over here.
no, this is what I want to elaborate. I did more than I actually thought I would be able to do. And when you started piecing it apart for me, it definitely clicked in my head. And even live with the pressure of people watching and you right there
Staring at
me.
Making you wave.
Yeah, making me wave at them like an idiot.
Yeah.
No, it did click in my head faster than I anticipated it, because you took the time to explain what the pipe was and how they went together. Yeah, it did make sense relatively quickly, faster than I thought it would.
Yeah, it covered a couple basic things, and Fred, our buddy Fred from Microsoft, sent a little challenge to you of like, I think it was find all the users that are in admins or add somebody to the admins group, the local group, and he just gave you that, and you were able to, using what I showed you, discover how to do it, test it out, and kind of walk away with something cool, which was awesome. And what were those 3 commands, just for people out there? Definitely watch the recording yesterday. We got get help, right?
Yes.
That was pretty helpful.
Well, and can I just back up really quick before you say that? I think that was relatively easy for me to think of things throughout my career that I wanted to do in the command line. And so that was somewhat easy.
Yeah.
And I've used it without knowing that I was using it. So that was easy to rack my brain and go, gosh, I would love to have done that.
Yep.
So that was pretty easy. The 3 commands were get command.
That's a huge one.
Yeah, get command, and then get help. And then the one that I'm going to use a lot was WhatIf.
Oh, the what if parameter.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Because I wanted to just blow everything up. And you were like, now calm down, Tara. Let's do WhatIf.
I talk about it a lot. To grow and to try things, you have to feel safe. That can mean like, oh, my team's okay if I ask questions. Or that could mean, hey, if I run this code, I'm not going to jack up my entire environment and have my boss call me on the weekend.
Yeah, so Josh just typed restart computer WhatIf. And then what will
I actually
happen
don't know
is
if that's a
Drew will
parameter
get
for
really...
restart.
Oh,
Should we do it live?
Yeah,
there is. Okay, I will warn.
No.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
There it is.
There are some, maybe 1 or 2 built-in things where WhatIf is not implemented correctly in Windows PowerShell 5.1. We don't need to worry about the exceptions. And one thing I told you a lot is like, don't try and get PowerShell perfect. Red text is amazing. That is how you learn. You were asking, hey, does this look right? And I was like, I'm not going to answer. Just run it. Just see and read the error. And yeah, I'm hoping people, if you're out there, you're like, oh, I could kind of follow along with Tara. I can vibe with what she's saying. Well, you should join us for PowerShell Wednesday every single Wednesday, or just join us in the PDQ Discord, discord.gg/PDQ, and we have a PowerShell scripting channel there. A great community. I've seen a lot of people go through their journeys, Tara, where they were in that boat of view of like, they've copied and pasted a couple commands here and there. They didn't know all the little intricacies or how it worked. Now, all of a sudden, they're connecting commands together, adding a ton of value.
Well, I
of
told
great
you
stuff.
I'm committed to ask all the stupid questions for them. So I'll do that.
We talked about that as well. It's a sign of strength if you can put yourself out there and be like, hey, I could be wrong here, but what is this silly, easy thing?
Andrew, do you want to give away our swag? Understanding
want
that
to.
the shirt's a medium. Who do you want to give it away?
Well, you're going to, I don't know, size out of the equation because I don't know how large or medium these people are.
Ask them a question.
I mean, I see the rat. I like the rat. The question is, what is your favorite PowerShell command? That's kind of like,
All right, well, there we go. How about we just do this? All right, the Myers 4, there you go. Sure for you.
Oh, yeah.
But he says, I am not a medium.
Oh, he's not a medium.
there you go. Enjoy the swag that will never
Hey, you
fit
know,
you.
reading's kind of hard. Reading's hard.
Get help.
Get help,
Okay.
Aaron K.
Get help's a
Aaron
good
K.
one.
There you go. I think Aaron K was actually there yesterday with us having some fun. So thanks for
Okay.
coming,
Good.
Aaron.
Aaron.
Let's give the Yeti away to the rat for helping, for catching the mistake in the Tara tries. Need to change to 1987.
Yeah, because it
Okay.
says 2024 PDQ Live. I like 1987.
Finally, who posted about WDS? With a question about WDS?
Charles, I think. I don't
Was it
remember his
Charles? It's scroll. I can't see the chat anymore. It's scrolled up in the chat.
What's his
Charles
name?
asked about it, but why don't we do that? Yeah, that
Charles
I
Buzz.
like that.
Charles Buzz. Charles Buzz, camera for you.
Camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
What do they need to do? They need to send me your mailing address. And please give me your YouTube handle as well, just so I know, so I can connect the dots. All right, so I need your name, your handle, your mailing address. Send that to webcast@pdq.com, webcast@pdq.com.
Who doesn't like free stuff?
I do.
I think everyone.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us today, everybody, with the sad kind of death of MDT. And I'm excited to watch Tara continue to learn PowerShell.
Me
It's going to be
too.
awesome. It's going to
Oh,
be
wait,
fun.
It's me. No, I'm going to commit. I'm committed.
Yeah,
Every day
it's
I'm going to
be awesome. All right, for PDQ, I'm Josh.
I'm Tara.
I'm Andrew.
And that's Brock not paying attention. Thank you so much for joining the webcast today. We appreciate it. Do yourself a favor and join us every week. And do us a favor. Like and subscribe. And please, please, please join us on Discord. That benefits all of us. A little bit you, a little bit us. It's like a big hug. Have a fantastic week. We'll see you back here next time.